What's up everyone, it's that Math Magician, and on this video we're taking a look at functions and we're going to see how do we evaluate an input for a given function. So let's jump right into this video with this function right here, f of x equals negative 3x plus 4. We're going to be given an input, it's going to go through the function, and we want to see what the output's going to be. So let's give ourselves an input. We'll still use the f for f of x, where that's our function, it's called f. And let's say that our input is now 4. So notice that the x there is changing to be a 4. What that means then on the equation side, so the equal sign after that, everywhere that I see an x, I'm now going to place a positive 4, because that is our input. Notice that whenever we change the x to a number, we put parentheses around it. Whenever we're substituting in the number, we want to put parentheses around it just to make sure order of operations still happens. So now that we have this set up, we can now solve the right side. We're not going to do anything with the left side. The left side stays the same. What this is telling us is we have our function f, and we've plugged in 4 as the input. What is that output going to be now? We'll find out together. So let's look. I have negative 3 times 4. That will become negative 12. Still bringing down that plus 4 because I still need to use that. We're going to go to the next step now. And when at this step, I'm going to now evaluate negative 12 plus 4. If you need a calculator, go use it. It's all good. There's no shame in using a calculator if you struggle with negatives. For this problem, though, I think we're good. Negative 12 plus 4, that's going to give us a value of negative 8. So let's think about that, right? We have our function f. Our input is 4, positive 4. I'm putting in 4 into my function. The output ends up being negative 8. You have one input, you always get one output for a function. Really, really key there. All right, let's do it one more time now. Notice that I'm still writing f there because I'm still using that function of f. But this time I'm changing the input. Let's change the input to negative 3, right? Why not? We should throw a negative in there. We're not afraid of negatives. So again, taking that function. That function is negative 3x plus 4, but, right, I'm not writing the x. Parentheses there, because our x value, our input now, is negative 3. We can make x any number we want when we're doing these problems, right? That input can change. Now it's a negative 3, so now we're going to evaluate this input. So f of negative 3 is going to equal, order of operations here, negative 3 times negative 3. Well, that's going to create positive 9. Still bring down the plus 4. And last but not least, we have 9 plus 4. Again, break out that calculator if you need to. I'm not so testing you here whether or not you can add numbers. I want you to now go to a higher level of thinking, right? Can we input an input? Can we figure out the output? 9 plus 4, we end up with positive 13. This is how you evaluate functions for a given input. We have our function f. We gave it 2 different inputs, and it gave us 2 different outputs right back. That's how you work with functions. They're not that scary, I promise you. Alrighty, y'all. It's that Math Magician, and I'll see you on the next video.